to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. So the UNLV Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season.
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Williams looking for a man, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Rebels are on the move. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage That forces the incompletion.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets open down the middle. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to...
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Almost a disaster on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Pierce. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught over the middle. It's Burrell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Porter. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grab behind the line. It's Furley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man downfield. Breaks away on the left. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Knocked down for the tackle. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Grabs it in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback adapted. The throw. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Burrell. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Offense set on first down. On the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Williams looking for a man. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Number 5, catches score.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abdullah. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quickly complete. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Williams will pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Working that left. now. Touchdown UNLV. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
UNLV 21, Virginia 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
Oh, it's picked off. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Williams looking for a man. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The 13-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Back swinging for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
First and goal, UNLV.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Vegas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Rebels offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone with the run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little...
It's picked off. That's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Abdullah. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get it.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Virginia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaps. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find it.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Porter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Got it in the middle. It's Burrell. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Williams will pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pierce. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the... There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll try the left side, finding open areas. Got enough for the first. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pierce. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach.
Turning it on! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.